Hello, folks. Welcome to a very interesting stream, I guess you could call it. This is going to be more or less of a chatting, talking kind of thing rather than anything else. It's not going to be, fantastic, major, jumping up and down. Oh, look, I'm in Shadowlands Alpha. No, it's not going to be anything like that. As you can see, I'm on Wowhead. I'm on the second page because a lot of Shadowlands stuff has come out. Um, and what we're going to be basically doing is talking and reacting to this kind of stuff. Just because of the fact that this is going to be my first time truly going through everything. I don't know how many pages there is. It looks like there's a lot. I don't even know where to start. So I guess we'll start here. And as we can see, new eye colors. Some of the new eye variations include blind eyes, even eyes with heterochromal. That's actually pretty sweet. So one blind eye, one normal. So it looks like they're going kind of all out with Shadowlands. As you can see, we got multiple different colored eyes. A little colorblind, so it's not really going to make much of a difference to me. But, there's a whole bunch of different ones. Green, blue, red. I don't know why they have a red. Deep blue. They're going crazy. They're actually, like, fully blind. Okay, so that's really it. But they're going kind of all out with the Shadowlands stuff. That's everything for that. And then we have the female stuff, which is practically the same thing. We got the blue, purple. I don't know. More blue and purple. It seems like they're kind of aiming towards blue and purple. They didn't really show us all the blind eyes with the female humans, but okay. Anyway, let's move on to some of the newer stuff. Come on, go back. Go back to Wowhead. Scroll on down to page 2. And what I really want to look at is all these new models. I haven't looked at any of these. I haven't done anything about these. So we're going to take a look and we're going to kind of, see what they've got versus some of the newer stuff. So we got Bolvar. He's actually looking pretty good. He's got the full-on Lich King style. You can't see my cursor, but whatever. He's got the full Lich King style. Looks like these are pieces of the armor of the damned or whatever Arthas used to call it. I'm looking for my glasses and I don't even wear them. He looks pretty great actually. It looks, especially with the like full-on detail. I'm glad they actually kind of gave him everything he needs to be a more truithic, if that's even a word, Lich King style. The one thing that I noticed, this is just me being me, his cloak over on the far right hand side, that you can fully see, does not match his transmog. Therefore, he is out of the transmog competition. I am sorry, Bolvar, you lose. That's Bolvar's hammer. I don't know why they're showing us that. The Bolvar hammer is something I don't really know why. It looks cool. I mean, are we gonna get a chance to get a weapon that's like it? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know exactly what to say on that part. It looks cool. Thanks. It's your boy Kel'Thas. This actually looks really cool. If you've noticed over here on the far left hand side, his hair is more in his face, like he's not fully regal anymore. They went with the full on, just darker aesthetic for him, which I'm very happy about. He looks obviously dead, as they all are, but it really looks solid. I mean, even the hands, he's got longer fingernails down here, the chains coming off of him and everything. And even his orbs, the little orbs. I mean, if you remember Kael'thas from back in the day, he didn't have those orbs of, I guess, blood, you could call it here, or red fire. He was wearing, or he was using more of a, it was literal fire, and then turned to fel fire later on. So far, it looks cool. Then we've got Kael'thas without his robes or his shoulders on. He's got a headstone attached to the back of him. I don't know why. Interesting. The headstone's cool, but like I don't really understand why he's got it. It's quite interesting to me. Then we, of course, everybody kind of knows who this is. Hakar the Soul Flare. This dude was a bad dude. I don't know why he's coming back. I thought he was like a god that can't die, but was like banished kind of thing. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what to say on this one. I mean, like the model looks fantastic. It looks like a true lizard. It looks fantastic. I mean, he full on lizard theme. The wings look fantastic. The wings kind of look more like they are falling apart, dead style kind of thing. Sorry about the background noise, but it looks like crazy. It looks fantastic, and I really like the look of it. I want to know what his part's gonna be. I don't know. I mean, maybe he'll show up with like Jindu the Godbreaker, who did die not too long ago. But holy crap! This is what I don't understand. Did he always have a crystal there? I don't remember. Hmm. This is supposed to be Sylvanas. There's not much for me to say. It looks so good. She's ditched everything that reminds her of the Horde. She's gone full out. I don't know if there's going to be like a scene with like the loyalists, which would be pretty cool. You show up and she's like, hey, you know, I'm here. You can either fight by my side with whoever this giant monstrosity is, that guy over there, or it's tough to say. I mean, is she just going to be full on, I don't care for anybody, even my loyalists? It's hard to say. I mean, it's crazy. Lady Vosh. This was what I was excited for because we're starting to get into the older bosses and everything of that nature. And looking at this one, Vosh looks terrifying. She's still got the crazy hair going on, but if you look further down on her hands and on her tail, she's slowly fading into bones and anything else that would really truly make her undead. I love the transition on the tail that it's like, okay, she's kind of full on body up here, but then further down she just transforms into this skeletal creature. That is this they're going all out with all of this, and I'm so excited to even get a chance to play with this stuff. I'm so excited to do it. I can't wait for Shadowlands to come out. And I haven't even seen everything yet. Here we got Ysera. I don't notice anything different on her besides her shoulder pads. Ysera's back, obviously. Her shoulder pads look like they're more Emerald Dream style. I don't know what she's gonna be doing in Shadowlands, but it'll be kind of cool to see. And I don't think her dragon form has changed at all, except with like more armor on the scales and on the tail. That's kind of cool too, but Ysera's not really that interesting to me. This dude, holy crap. What can I say about this guy? He's got a hole in his chest. He's wearing some sort of crazy spiky thing over on his head over here. He looks terrifying. I don't know if this is like the jailer himself, the one that Sylvanas kind of went to the Shadowlands for, but this dude's all out scar tattoos or whatever the hell you want to call it. He is looking ugh, creepy, terrifying. Anything that would truly make him be a good antagonist, if that's what he's going to be, I don't know. I have no idea. Who do we got? Kel'Thuzad. Oh my god. We got Kel'Thuzad here. This is obviously Kel'Thuzad. Is it? Actually, hold on. Scroll down, because I'm not looking at names. Sylvanas, Lady Vosh, Ysera, Maud Jailer, Kel'Thuzad. This is the one thing I don't get. Kel'Thuzad's back, but he looks identical to what he used to look like. The only difference is the colors of his robes. He's still got the chains, he's still got the bony ass hands, he's still a lich. Quite interesting to me, actually. It's cool. I mean, he looked great. He always looks good. I love the lich theme. I just don't know exactly what he's gonna be doing later on. You know, like I don't know exactly what to say. It's quite interesting to me, but I don't know. Kel'Thuzad was one of my favorite bosses, so Moving on. I don't know who this dude is, but he's got the model like he's looking down at you. He gonna be a big dude. I love the crazy hairstyle. It looks like a troll almost because you look on the chest. He's got that like a trollish chest piece he's got going there. But it looks like this dude's almost like ancient as well. This is cool. I think this is one of the arbiters or something like that. It looks pretty damn cool. I mean, it's still T-posing, so we can't really tell exactly what's going on here. I don't know if this is supposed to be the armor. I don't know if this is a model. I'm not 100% sure on this one. Moving on from that. This one somebody told me about, and it doesn't look quite finished yet. This is Uther the Lightbringer. Yeah. That's Uther. So he died, obviously. Arthas killed him. And now he's a fucking angel. I don't know enough about the Shadowlands to like make a full-on, hey, this is what's going on kind of thing. But he looks, I don't think it's finished yet. He looks a little skinny. Obviously, he probably lost some muscle mass after his death, but he looks like a badass. And this is definitely Uther because you notice the beard style and the hairstyle. But my question is, we have Uther. Are we gonna see Tyrion Fordring as well in Shadowlands? Because that, I mean, they'd probably be part of the same covenant, I guess. He looks fucking like a badass. Don't get me wrong, he looks great. I don't know who this is supposed to be. She looks like some sort of crazy druid lady. Full on, looks like a plant druid kind of deal. Again, I don't know if this doesn't look like it's gonna be transmog because this looks like it's a full on like NPC. I'm really digging the whole. I don't know if that's supposed to be fire in her eyes or not, but like even the branches coming off of her head look fully detailed and ready to go. I really like the look of the cloak on the back over here too. It looks almost like bug-like, almost like butterfly-ish. You can kind of see what I'm talking about if you kind of look at the cloak itself, like with the every single line kind of looks like butterfly wings almost. All around, very interested. There's a little fox dude, another little fox dude, another little fox. Oh my god. All right, hold on. Let's go find some interesting ones. We got little foxes, little horses. Here we go. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. It looks like a bug man. Teeth are fucking terrifying. I wouldn't want to meet one of those things. Outside of Azeroth, anyway. That's fucking creepy. That's some sort of bone dragon. It looks like they're kind of using the model, just kind of remade a little bit from the Emerald Nightmare Dragon, whatever his name was. I don't remember off the top of my head. I haven't done the Emerald Nightmare in a very long time. But it's definitely cool. I like the look of it. I like the fact that the wings seem much larger than most dragon models have been lately. I don't know if this is supposed to be like Nefarian or if any of those. If not, it's probably just a basic dragon. Now, hold on. This is what's interesting to me. Right where it says right here. Necromancer. The model is off of Zandalari Trolls. The robe looks really cool. Everything about this model looks awesome. Now, this is just me being skeptical. We have Necromancer enemies. Does that mean down the line, or I don't know if these are supposed to be allies or not, but hear me out. Are we finally going to see Necromancers? Are we going to get them in Shadowlands? Are they going to be allied race specific with whoever the hell these guys are? Are we even getting more allied races? I don't know. But, I mean, that's just my theory anyway. That's a ram. I don't care much for the ram. So these are the, I don't know how to say it, Kyrian males. Looks like the wings are obviously a little offset. They don't look fully complete yet. And I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Little gargoyle dude. Looks more like a cutesy model, if anything. Moving on from that one. The spiders are getting a cool update. They look more like spiders. I'm not a expert on spiders, so I don't know what to say on that one. This is what was interesting to me, is these owl creatures. I don't know what covenant they're going to be a part of because I haven't done all the research. I haven't looked at like anything. I don't want to spoil anything for myself. I'm just kind of looking at these models, and that's really it. I'm hoping that if they continue allied races, this thing becomes part of it. The only reason I say that is because it looks like a totally different new skeleton model. Everything else we've looked at so far was very, I don't know what to say. It was very all those skeletons had been used before. Not with this one though. This looks really fucking cool. Moving right along. I'm sorry. I'll pause for a second. I am a big apology here. We are going to get some music playing because this is quite boring. Just with no music, no nothing. So, I think what we'll do is this is going to be a big shout out to Scar Productions. This guy is fucking fantastic beyond belief. And I suggest you guys go and listen to him because he does a lot of remakes on songs. I'm going to be having him play in the background. It'll also be a link in the description down to his channel when we go into it on YouTube. But let's get the music going. Let's not have it too loud. And we'll have it shuffling. There we go. You can hear it? Glad to hear it. Now looking at this guy, holy shit. Looks like the zombie model. Looks like a zombie model that was like the Abomination style from like Pit of Sauron, Crick and Ick. Just totally much more badass. It looks really cool. I'm a little afraid of it in all honesty. It's called Super Zombie or something like that. Yeah, Super Zombie. So, who knows when we're gonna see these things. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I mean, I hope that's not a model we're gonna get. Tree folk. These are gonna be NPCs that are probably gonna be a part of the, like the more druid style covenant. They're probably gonna be either NPCs or something of that nature. Looks pretty damn cool though. I'm very excited to see, you know, what happens with this. This is supposed to be a vampire apothecary. They look like trolls in all honesty. They look like female trolls a little bit. You look at the ears. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a mask she's wearing or not. It's hard to exactly tell. Stupid mic, hold on. It's hard to exactly tell what I'm looking at here. The armor looks really cool. It's obviously more vampire-ish. Again, going back to that mask, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be an actual mask or not, if that's what their face looks like. All around, a lot of spikes, a lot of red, a lot of black. Pretty cool. Closing that. I don't care for the spiders. This dude. Holy shit. He looks like an Ogron screwed a human. And that's what he became. How have we not seen this before? Like, warlords are gonna be terrifying. I hope they're like, almost like Asheran. I hope they're like battleground specific kind of mobs that you can kind of claim and they'll help you out. Like a Wrathy Basin style too. Not a Wrathy Basin, Alterac Valley. Are we gonna ever see it? Probably not. But hey, one can hope, right? One can hope. This looks like the lion cat, winged guardian cat thing. At least we knew where it came from. It doesn't look that cool though. And they're even having a winged lion mount, so they're just bringing it back. That's one ugly mother. That's all I'm gonna say. It was one ugly mother. I don't really have much to say on that one. That's off of the ghoul model. It looks like it's a new ghoul transformation style thing. What's it called? Aether? I don't know. Anyway, How are these abominations? That looks like a wind serpent. And this is supposed to be the Archon, but it's tough to see. Either a boss or like the head of the Covenant or something like that. Hard to say. But it looks cool. Dryad male dryads, huh? I didn't think that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing. It looks cool. I like the look of the armor they're wearing. How it's like one shoulder pad on it, with the full-on like armored hooves and everything. The face looks a little weird though. I don't know if that's just me or if it's going more realistic kind of thing. Is that Malorn? Sure as hell looks like it. Digging the runes, I'd imagine again this is going to be in the area with the more Druid Covenant style. Again, I don't know the names, so stop bothering me about that. You can get it as a mount. That's cool. Whoa. Is that like it with more horns? That's fucking cool. I'm really... Ugh, sorry. Just had a cookie. Got it stuck in my throat. But I'm digging the horns. Like, that must... So this must be like the non-mature kind of thing. And then this one here is the more mature horse ram model. I really like that it's got like life in the horn right there. That's fucking sick. Pirate cabin boy undead thing? Anyway. This looks like those aspirants from Kryrian or something like that. Yeah, there is. They're the aspirants. So this is the male, or this is the female. It doesn't look quite finished yet. I don't know exactly what model it's using. It looks Vrykul style, but it's hard to tell. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. I like it. And then they got the male. I don't know if these guys are going to become races either, but I really hope they have more hairstyles than just that. Sorry about that. I was still choking to death. Moving on. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be, and I'm slightly afraid of it. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. It looks undead. It doesn't have any feet. Probably going to be a floating model. That's probably going to be an enemy, if I can think of it. That's like a little tiger cat. Well, yes, it's a tiger cat. What the fuck is that? That thing looks pissed! Look at its face! Holy shit! Look at its face! Look at its horns. And I like that it's like not full. So what is a mount? You can sell. It's got the saddle. Let's dual tails. Holy crap, dude! All right. I want one. I want one. Remodeled the turtle from Throne of Thunder. I actually kind of like the color. Oh, those are the new bat models. They got a whole new fucking updated texture. That's what we've been needing for bats. The bats need an updated texture. Armored. New Abomination model. I hope that's the Abomination model. Let's take a look. What's it called? Rolling on to Maldraxxus Construct. So I think Maldraxxus is another one. They look like abominations just with a sewed up stomach. He's got no. Look on the far right. It's kind of. Sir, you're missing the back of your head. Those are the Dream Runners. Yes. What the fuck is that? Slime monster? Slime abomination? What are you called? Doesn't give me a name. Slime monster abomination thingy. That's creepy as hell. That's creepy. I would not want to fight one of those either. I hope it's a raid boss. Or a dungeon boss, if that. Vicious... What the... What is it called? Oh, a jailer hound. There's nothing inside. It's all smoke. Dude. And it's on the bear model, too. What? Alright, whatever. Creepy. A little weird. I like it. And that's it again, but mountable. Oh shit. I'll take it. I'll get one of those. You wanna give me one of those now? I'll take it right now. That looks like a jailer. You can tell because of the thing on his back. He looks like a Legion jailer, but he's not really. It's kind of weird. It's covering his face. More executioner style? Female Uther Kryrian? So we have the male and the female. They all have wings. But it looks like Uther has become one of them while the aspirants are trying to get their wings. Okay. I don't know what to say about this one. This guy looks like that boss from Diablo, in all honesty. The Skull King? I remember his name. I'm gonna give me his name, I don't remember. I can't remember now. He looks fucking badass! I wonder if that's the armor. What is it called? Kryrian Maw. So this is gonna be an enemy. Life burden. Yeah, it looks like a burden to life, alright. Fucking murder you, holy shit. What is that? Can I have one of those as a mount? That's gonna be a boss. Or it's gonna be like a protector in the major city or something. I hope they give us major cities, unless they're just gonna make us go back to Dalaran again. I hope not. I didn't like Dalaran in Legion that much. I am digging, though, if you look at it, I'm really liking the whole one arm is like a buster cannon while the other hand is an actual hand. Pulling a Mega Man almost. That's the new Lich model. I actually kind of like that. That must be like Kel'Thuzad's friends, I guess you could call them. Kind of looks creepy as hell. That he's got no headpiece, no true robe. He doesn't really have any of those chains going around him either. So I wonder if Kel'Thuzad's like the leader of those guys. Well, no, I stand corrected, because that guy looks way more badass than Kel'Thuzad ever would. Full-on robe, alright. I don't know what that's supposed to be. That's interesting. Where was that? It doesn't have a real name. It looks like a full just suit of armor that's based off of the Arakoa model, because it does have wings on the back of its hands. I wonder if that's going to be more Kryrian stuff. And you can correct me if you want, but that's what I'm calling him, is Kryrian or Kryrian. I don't know. That's another life burden. Creepy. Glowing eyes, just looks like a giant blob of anger. That's Forsaken model, but I really like the armor, and I hope to have it someday. I like the whole idea of, like, plague going... Like, the whole idea of the plague kind of screwing with it. Like, I like that. Sorry, my phone kept going off. But, like, he's got a whole backpack of plague and style. That's fucking kind of cool. If you ask me, anyway. That's a moth. I don't know what else you want me to say. That is definitely a moth. Interesting. Anyway. Give me one quick second. I just forgot to send my tweet out, so bear with me. That is sent out. I apologize. That is a boar creature. Undead boar creature. My guess is they've come back and are seeking vengeance for us killing them at level 2. Lord Marrowgar? I didn't see this before. Maldraxxus Bone Guard. So, it's Lord Marrowgar on steroids. No thank you. Maldraxxus Flyer Mount. It is basically a bone Rylak. That's kind of fucking... This is all Maldraxxus stuff. Another one. Maldraxxus Gladiator, as I can see down there. No face. It looks like Abomination style, but it looks fucking pissed. Maldraxxus Gladiator female. Looks more like a Coltiran model. I really do like the armor. I'm digging the one shoulder pad. They need to do that more often. A single shoulder pad on most, not most armor sets, some armor sets. Because, come on. That's really cool, in my opinion. The one shoulder pad, like, if the Tusks of Manoroth, for instance, which I own, had one shoulder and you could remove the other one, or if, like, Transmog let us do that. I just got off topic. This looks like leather / mail armor, possibly. I don't know if that's going to be, like, obtainable if you go Maldraxxus or not. If you even can go Maldraxxus. I don't know. That's a Nerubian. It's got hands. Maldraxxus Mutant's what's called. It's definitely Nerubian. And... this must be a mob that we have to fight or something. I would rather not fight that, though. Who's this dude? The Maldraxxus skeleton. He's gone all out. He's on the Vrykul model, you can tell. But it's, like, all out. Like, it looks crazy insane. I want armor like that. And he also doesn't have any legs. Oh, he does have legs. Barely. That's a slime. That's on the Gron model, and I'm actually very intrigued by this. I'm digging the spikes on the back. Look like swords. He looks like he's wearing Forsaken armor, almost, if you look at, like, over here on the main model. It looks like Sylvanas, like, outfitted this guy. The helmet looks Death Knight-ish. It's more chainmail. He's on the Gron model again, so it's tough to say exactly what we're going to get with it. But from what I can tell, it looks angry, and it's probably going to be a raid boss in some other time. This we saw in the trailer. I don't know exactly what they call it. It's called the Maldraxxus Guard. I'd imagine it's going to be some sort of raid boss / mob. And I'm really hoping to fight it, because I'd love to fight something like that. That's the Maldraxxus Wraith, or Guardcaster is what it's called. It's on... I don't know what, like, skeleton it's on. But it looks fucking cool. I'm digging the whole robe with the smoke going down at the bottom where his legs probably would be. And I've also noticed with a lot of Maldraxxus stuff, they have their heads covered. So they must be like smoke-style creatures. And with that, I mean, Maldraxxus is going to be a fun place to fight, level, and choose a covenant in. That just looks like a shade. It is a shade. The Maw Shade. I like that it's more smoky than the other shades that we've had. You can actually like see a face compared to like Naxxramas ones, but we're talking so far ago. By the way, we're at 102 of 158. Probably gonna skip a few, like I have been doing, but we're gonna keep looking at this shit because this is cool. That's the heavy wraith. It has multiple heads and is more solid. I'm scared and don't want to fight it. That's a moth. That's another moth. That looks like they're going off of Necromancer Boss 2. So it is a boss. But it looks like it's, or it was, at one point, a Naga, like Lady Vosh, thank you. But with that, that's the creepy part, is It looks like Vosh and this guy, or this one woman, I don't know, kind of got the same treatment. I'm not saying that's lazy by any means. I mean, they both look fucking cool compared to the Battle for Azeroth stuff that we got. I mean, Battle for Azeroth did introduce some really cool stuff, but this is something I'd probably not be really, talking too much about and calling it bad. We got ogres. Ogres are a staple. Looks like that head's blind. I don't know what the ogres are doing here. He looks like, what's his name? The Overlord from Heimdall. So did he die and go to the Shadowlands of this realm? Because I know, like, that's supposed to be an alternate timeline. Unless it transcends timelines going back. Like, the Legion, for example, transcends timelines. So Manaroth, for instance, gets summoned by Gul'dan in multiple different timelines to talk to Grommash about doing the whole drinking the demon blood thing. And sometimes he wins, sometimes he loses. Like, as we saw. But with this guy, I'm imagining that this is probably the Emperor who died, and death also transcends timelines. That's my opinion anyway. That's like a bone raven monster. Maldraxxus Rock is what it's called. And it's also you can also get it as a mount. It just adds a saddle. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's called a runesmith. I'm not sure if he's going to be an enemy or if he's going to be a friend. I'd imagine he's going to be a friend. If he's going to be a runesmith, he probably teaches us more about, you're a blacksmith, for example. Runesmithing! That looks cool. The Shade Beast. I hope that's tameable. I really hope that's tameable, because I'd love to see an undead hunter running around with something like that. That's the Shadowlands Soul. That's going to be in the introduction of, like, when we go to Shadowlands. Bolvar's going to call everybody, and that's going to be it. You're going to be walking through the portal, and that's what we're going to see. That is a construct of bone. It's not even bone. It's rock, grave, and vines. And that one's even worse. That's the same kind of deal. That's a bone hand. That's another bones. That's a slime monster. It's got skulls in it. It's on the Forsaken female model, surprisingly. I really do like these little, like, slime creature monsters, though. Very interesting. Very cool. There's another one. And that's on the Kultiran model. Just looking at that, though, that looks like I'd probably not want to face it in a dark alley. Yeah, no thank you. I'm not even going to talk about that. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Let's scroll down a little bit. Female vampire, which we'll probably meet in Maldraxxus or whatever it's supposed to be. That's the male one. The male one looks really sickly. What the hell is that supposed to be? Oh, there's like dark Kyrians too? Kyrians? I don't know. They look like Valkyr. What the fuck is that? Please tell me that's like a new Voidwalker. It's called Brownie. Please tell me that's like a Warlock new Voidwalker. I would fucking kill if that's what it's going to turn into. Oh no, not more goblins. That's a bear. Or at least it looks like a bear. What is that called? Death Warg? The bear. That's a bear. That's a bear. That's a wasp. That's Cahoon, but pissed off. Decomposer large. It has multiple different horns. It's Cahoon. He's back with a vengeance. That's creepy as hell. That's a bug with swords for mandibles. I think that's mountable. That's a bug. Who's this dude? Who are you? You're on the Draenei model. Death Narius. You gotta be like the leader or something, right? You gotta be a leader of something. You're terrifying. I don't know what you are. I'd rather not meet you. Oh god, more. What the fuck is that? No, thank you. No, thank you. Drusts? Are those Drusts? Drustmen. They're Drust! Oh, we get to meet the Drust? Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting. Because if we get to meet the Drust, that means Gorok Tool is back, and he fucking wants us dead. And I bet you, I don't think the Jailer is him, but I think Gorok Tool is working with Sylvanas and the Jailer, or whoever he's supposed to be called. The Warden? Something like that. That's more Drust stuff. That's like a Drust construct. That's the Drust native. They were Vrykul. If for those who don't know, the Drust were originally Vrykul not creatures. They were Vrykul in general. And then there's so many different kinds of different Vrykul now that the Drusts apparently are all in the Shadowlands now. What is that? A fawn? Yep, fawn female. Fawn male. Creepy. That's the Fey Dragon. Or, not the Fey Dragon. It's a Feather Dragon. That's an angel monster. That's a pixie. That's an angry pixie. That's the Vulpine Familiar, just darker. That's a Dreadlord. Dreadlord confirmed. That's like a gargoyle or something. I dig the armor, though. I really do dig the armor. The armor's really cool, because it gives him more of the aesthetic of he's a badass, versus he's not a badass. I don't know what that's supposed to be. That was that with more armor and an eye patch. The armor's cool. Again, it's off the Erakoa model, so it's recycled. But they really did a good job like changing a lot of stuff with this. Like a lot of stuff. They must have took the Erakoa model and just fucking ripped it to shreds and created that. That's the gargoyle dude without the armor. And even then, the model is given so much detail. In the hands, you can see the scars. You can see how big this guy really is. And even like with the toes down here on these two like left-hand models, you can see how well they did with the bone toes. The toes bone, whatever. That is a bat. That's an armored bat. This is interesting to me. Hold up. This is something that I didn't really look at yet, but I heard. This is Garum, or however you say it. I don't know. But we did face him. In Legion, we fought him in the Trial of Valor, or whatever it was called, the raid, where we went and fought Helya. So he's back. Does he transcend timelines too, and can he be tamed, or is he going to be a boss? I feel like he's going to be a boss, like almost like how they did Undasta. How Undasta was created to be, whatever you call it. Undasta was created to be like a boss that was like impossible. It was a world boss, and then they made it into a tameable creature for hunters. Which I do have tame, by the way. What? Hello? Okay. That's those leech things, and I don't want to talk about... What the fuck is that? It's a rock creature, monster, runes, energy. I don't even know what to say. I really like the idea of this... It looks like it's got 6 eyes. I do like the idea of the energy coming off of him. Even on this far left-hand panel, like, I'm looking at it, and this is the last one. At least for this go-around. For, like, the extra stuff. But, like, over here, I don't know if that's supposed to be extra energy flowing off of him or not. But it looks really fucking badass. And I'm a little afraid of it, but I am excited to get into it and, like, fight it. Now, let's get back to the homepage. And we'll look at some extra stuff. So, we just looked at the models. Phase, we're not going to look at, because I don't really care too much about that. Spells and achievements, covenant abilities, we won't look at. We want to look mostly at the models. For instance, something like this. So this is special armor to present the Sprite Darter cosmetic transmog, which was previously decrypted and hidden. Due to the nature of this, we are speculating this is a set from the special promotion of an in-game world event instead of being obtained through normal means in Shadowlands like normal questing. So, there's gonna be a lot of female characters wearing this first off, unfortunately. I don't really have much to say on that one. It looks cool. I like it. But, you know, it's not something that I'm going to jump over the hills for. Alpha is out. For those who don't know, Alpha is being played at the moment. There's 2 realms, the Maw and something else. Orbios. It was launched about 8 hours ago. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. I didn't expect to make it. You know, I'm a content creator after all, but, you know, I'm not a very popular one, so I didn't get anything. So we're going to move on to page 1. There's a lot of interesting kind of things. So it looks like they have... well, I can't really see the talent. Let's go look at the talent creator. For the hell of it, let's go main warrior. We are Fury. Got it. So PvP talents look like they're still going to be a thing. And it looks like they're keeping most of the stuff that we originally have, but it looks like Wrecking Ball's different. But it looks like they're keeping a lot of the stuff like warriors would take. So for instance, I would be taking at the moment Sudden, that, Fury Slash, Bounding Strike, Onslaught something new, brutally attack the enemy for 135%, requires Enrage. It looks like that's more like Rampage. I wonder if they're going to keep that. Dragon's Roar and Anger Management. It looks like they're going to probably be keeping... This looks like it's going to be the new talents, just in general. I actually kind of like it. It doesn't look any different. I was hoping they would give us some newer... kind of like... a throwback kind of thing, if that makes any sense. Like a throwback style. But I didn't expect anything too crazy. So let's head on back. Demon Hunters and Death Knights begin at level 8. I expected that. Why is the class trial 0? In another blog post confirmed in the alpha, Blizzard has noted that Demon Hunters and Death Knights will now begin Shadowlands at 8, not at level 10. Play through their starting experience before moving on to level 10. Thank God, because, you know, that wouldn't be very fair to just throw us out of that. Previously, Blizzard announced that these classes would start at level 1 at BlizzCon and level 10 yesterday. But as of today, these classes will start at level 8. Which is awesome. They're still giving us the zones, and I'm very happy about that. We can play through the zones yet again. And for those that don't understand why everything is being like squished down so far, we are going through a whole stat squish. Level squish everything. They can't keep raising the level cap, so they're dropping everything back down to 60. We'll probably go up to 120 later on down the line. Probably after Shadowlands, we'll probably get like... God only knows. It's way too early to even talk about it. But it looks fucking kind of cool that we're getting back to level 60. Numbers are going to be very small, guys. We're going to be doing like 2k, 3k, not even DPS at that point. Level 60, we were doing like 200 to 300. So, it's going to be interesting. I don't want to look at any of that yet. We have new quest markers and map pins. So new quest markers show up for the main storyline campaigns, placing a fancy shield around the exclamation point or question mark markers to help differentiate from side quests. So what does that mean? These markers will be separated trackers and turned... So that looks like it's... Okay. Oh, so they're going to be more of like... Okay, they're going to be more... Why does that say... Whatever. But it looks like they're going to be more or less going towards... Like, hey, this is the actual campaign of the zone. These are just side quests. And there's also a TomTom-like waypoint which points you in the direction of the quest. There does not appear to be a maximum range, but it will disappear when you get within 40 to 80 yards. Again, that's very interesting. Map pins. We've also gained the ability to place map... while only one pin can be created at a time, you can quickly share pins among party members using shift click. So it looks like that's going to be more or less of like a, hey, go that way and go this way and go left and go right. Share map however you want to see. That is actually quite interesting to me. I'm kind of excited to see that. So let's move on back. Shadowlands development. Yeah, that's the alpha stuff, which we're not going to be able to see. This was something interesting. I don't know if I want to play that, because depends on how long it was. I don't want to do like a full reaction if it's like 9 hours. Let's give it a quick, like, it's an hour. We're not going to bother watching that, but there's a big summary here. If you want to watch it, it's right here. You can go ahead and watch it on YouTube. I'll probably put a link in the description when this goes up to YouTube as well. But there are no plans for another large drop of additional class changes. They wanted to drop large changes and revamps early, so there's plenty of time to get feedback and change things. The plan with the AoE cap is a decision between cleave and AoE. Okay, I actually like that. Keep giving feedback on specific spells and abilities that feel bad on the GCD. Sure. There's no plans for master looters, or gear swapping in... What? You can't change gear in dungeons? I don't know how I feel about that. Tier sets are a possibility, but not for 9.0. Potentially later in the expansion. Well, I certainly hope we get our tier sets back. Come on, tier sets were kind of awesome. Specifically because they were so different for every single class. Swapping covenants is a hot topic, and they want there to be a meaningful choice there. However, if all else fails, they can give it up and let players swap when they want, but they want to try to save the system before throwing it out. So they're doing something heavy here. They're going kind of like, all right, we gotta really try here, which is kind of cool. No Titan forging, Warforging. However, less loot will drop. So that means if you already have terrible luck with the RNG gods, aka myself, you're kind of fucked. But I don't mind it. Some old set bonuses or legendary effects may make their return in Shadowlands legendaries. I can't complain. I know that this is going to be more or less of like a Legion style, where we'll probably be wearing more legendaries, if anything. Yeah, we just kind of went over the summary, so let's head on back. Shadowlands Alpha characters... Hold on. So, characters who go through the Exiles Reach will learn Apprentice Riding automatically when they leave Exiles Reach. Death Knights and Demon Hunters learn it automatically when created at level 8, as well as allied races when created at level 10. We cannot currently verify level 1 characters going through the normal staging area, as well as level 1 characters are automatically assigned to the Exiles Reach in the alpha, it looks like. Apprentice Riding is automatically taught when first logging into a character. Journeyman Riding, aka Epic Riding, aka 100%, is level 17, Expert Riding is 25, Artisan Riding is level 27, and then Master Flying is level 30. They're gonna need some price reduction, because that's a lot of money. They're gonna need some pricing reductions. This looks like an Exiles Reach playthrough. We're not gonna go over it too much. We're not even going to really talk about it because I don't want to spoil anything for myself. Here is the reason for the AoE change. Basically, they've heard a lot of players that are bursting down larger and larger poles has become quickly a dominant strategy within the game. This is particularly evident when questing in dungeons, which has made it difficult for many classes to find a clear role. Basically, for the instance, what they're talking about is that they want to make it more of a harder game. So players who are accustomed to like pulling 20 to 30 enemies at a time will experience a longer, more threatening engagement rather than just the warrior hits Blade Storm and everything's dead, for instance. Which, honestly, I kind of like. They're just trying to make it more engaging in a harder fight. So, we're getting to about the end of everything, and as you can see, it looks like there's 3 new ways to customize certain classes. So for instance, it looks like male Worgans, it looks pissed, are getting this really nice, whoa, new fur color as well as eyes. Even face painting, scars. We even get like a Greymane style kind of thing. This is what was very very interesting to me when I first saw this earlier, because the biggest reason is the fact of Worgans that wanted to look like young Greymane finally can. You get the white old fur, the longer mane. I'm digging the idea of a white Worgan. And we even have like the darker Worgans who are full on, like more feral style. Not a huge fan. It doesn't really look that much different than what we already have. That's just me though. That's the more darker style, which I kind of like. Looks more like a true wolf with the full on beard and everything. This is cool. It's got stripes and everything. The stripes is very interesting to me because of the fact of, you know, we can actually put that on our character and make it look good. Well, they're doing it for us, but you know what I mean? It looks almost like tattoos. Then we have like more Frostwolf kind of style. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It looks green to me. Even the female looks, they're getting the same style. Do they get those dark eyes? It doesn't really look like it. Not from what I'm seeing. They get the white Worgen style too, which I do like. It looks like they're even giving them makeup on the eyes. See, there it is. There's the whole white Worgen style look. They got the darker Worgen and even darker, and then that like tattoo stripes style. Digging it. I really like what they're doing with the Worgen. I really hope that the male Worgens get to keep this. This right here is really cool. I really hope male Worgens get to keep the dark eyes. If they don't get to keep the dark eyes, I'm going to be a little upset. And I don't play Worgen, but if I did, that's what I'd want. And then we have new Pandaren customized options. I don't really know who cares. That's creepy. I don't really know who cares much for the Pandaren, whatever. But looks like new eyes, new eye colors and everything. Looks like a new fur color. That's actually kind of cool. That's interesting to me. There's the male pandas. Looks like the fur is more defined. There wasn't much. And then finally, we have this new thing launched 31 minutes ago. And that is that Blood Elves are getting a full kind of rework. It looks like a lot of classes are getting the crazy kind of look of like, hey, heads up, we're giving you new eyes and new everything. So they got the new eye colors, blue, white, red. I don't really understand it. They should just all have gold eyes at this point, but I also understand it. There's like a blind style. This is interesting to me. Give me 1 second. The new hairstyles. This is weird. Darker Blood Elves. I didn't think their skin came like that, but you know what? I'm not really complaining. Whoa! Even darker. They're really giving them like full-on skin models. I just don't know how I feel about that. I always felt like the Blood Elves were supposed to be very regal, and I thought their skin was supposed to be just very like gold pale-ish. I didn't think they were going to give them like this. Honestly, I don't mind it at all. It looks really, really cool. So far, everything looks very interesting to me. There's a lot of stuff that's changed. There's a lot of stuff that they're fixing, that they've transformed, that they've done a lot of stuff with. And to be totally honest with you, I'm very, very, very excited for it. Shadowlands is not launched until God knows when. We have no fucking idea when it's going to launch. But you know, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. I guess I can't view the video, huh? I was going to see if we get at least a video going. Yeah, whatever. Let me see the video. I don't want to see any of this. Where's the video? There is no video. Why can't I watch a video? Should take the player about an hour to complete. Exile's Reach is a new starting zone experience aimed for new players, being very linear and displaying a lot of tutorial tips. Exile's Reach is a perfect experience for new players to learn the ropes of playing WoW. Currently on the Shadowlands Alpha, Alliance characters can go through it, and currently all level 1 Alliance characters created in Shadowlands Alpha, you are sent to Exile's Reach. Veteran players will be able to choose between doing Exile's Reach and doing their chosen race's starting zone. Exile's Reach will last until level 10, then you will leave the area with a basic arsenal of your spells for your class, your first mount, chosen specialization, and your heart set to Stormwind City. Players speeding through Exile's Reach should take about an hour. I really wish I could like pull a video to see, but it doesn't look like there's much here. It just pulls like everything of like all this, and I don't want to talk about it. I just want to see the video, but it doesn't look like they have anything. Not like it matters. I mean, it'd be really cool to, you know, watch it. It even says there's a video. I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, Shadowlands is wrapping up to look pretty damn cool. I'm excited. I'm very happy to see it. I wanna be a part of the alpha, beta, whatever they can throw at me. I highly doubt I'm gonna get anything, but you know, whatever at this point. I like everything they're doing with it. I love to experience Exile's Reach. I wish I could pull a video and just kind of watch it, but even like here, there's no video. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff though. Definitely go check it out. Look at all the stuff for yourself. Tell me what you think in the comments on YouTube when this goes up. But other than that, this looks awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait. There's going to be so much new stuff. I even heard like Death Knights are going to be able to use two-handed weapons again. At least Frost Death Knights are. There's so much stuff changing. They're going back to what made Warcraft interesting, at least to me. And that is the fact of everything is customizable. The way you want to play, you can play that spec. And also, this is interesting to me. There is Shadowlands is getting official support with a controller, a gamepad. I'm not sure exactly, you know, what to say on that. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it. But I'm not going to talk too much about it. Anyway, folks, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of changes coming. I'm super excited to see it, and I really hope that, you know, we can experience Shadowlands together as a group, as a team, as whatever you want to call it. But I want to see it. You all want to see it. We want to see it. I'm excited. I can't wait. There's not much else for me to say, really. Anyway, this is going to wrap up at least this chat session that's been going on for about an hour anyway, just me talking about everything. Definitely leave comments and in the chat below when that pulls up again. Anyway, folks, I'm getting out of here for the night. In an hour or so, I know Final Fantasy VII launches. I might set up my capture card and start streaming that, or I might just do that tomorrow, considering I'll be off for the next 2 days. And with RPGs, I like to get, you know, enraptured into them. Anyway, folks, you have a great rest of your night. Hopefully I can see you all in the Shadowlands beta or alpha or when it goes live. Anyway, again, take it easy, folks, and I really hope you have a great rest of your night. Okay? Alright. Take it easy, folks.